Yo, it has been a crazy few weeks, and I realized from some recent Reddit chats that I have completely forgotten to do this. So here is the walkthrough of how I built the Batcave entrance and the Batcave. So the first thing you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to build a ramp, and you need to figure out how your jump is going to be with the ramp. So for the ramp, you're gonna need wedge tips, which are these guys right here. This is what's gonna make you any good ramp. You can see how it lines up right there. And then the second piece you're gonna need, I'm gonna duplicate this too. That's a pro tip right there, that's super helpful. Just split these guys apart. That way, what I can do is with this second stack of flagstone, I can make it into the other shape I need. So then I can drop that one, and then I can go right here and drop this one, and then I can rotate and drop that one, and rotate and drop this one, and build the exact ramp that I need. So the next thing is the hill coming into it. This hill was all dirt like that, and that's not good to come down because it's an inconsistent speed that you're coming down and you're bumping and stuff. So I carved out this whole hill and I made myself a ramp to go in front of it. Now I have a much smoother hill right there, so I tested the jump on this hill first to get a basic idea for how the jump would go, and I'll show you that right here. So that kind of gave me the basic idea that, hey, will this jump take me over the fence? Yes. So first thing you got to figure out is, how far is your jump going to push you? So then I built this second ramp knowing that I wanted it to shoot into the basement somewhere. I lined it up with, there was a basement door down there before I built all that. I lined it up with the basement door. And then what I did is I just did some practice jumps to make sure that I was landing in the right spot. That's really important. So basically what I did is I would jump, and then in the air, I would hit E and jump off and kind of see where I was, where my bike was. And then what I started doing is placing blocks, just getting out stuff like this, wood blocks, and then placing blocks as like little markers to kind of tell myself like, hey, here's like where I was landing. I can't place enough. I've got stuff built right here, so I can't place a lot. But I was basically placing these blocks like this and figuring out right where I was landing to make the landing ramp. Okay, so after I dropped the blocks down and I figured out exactly where I was gonna land, then I had to make the ramp that you land on. So then I started expanding the blocks out, upgrading them like once or twice, and putting them down here to make the ramp. And as I went forward, I basically just dug all of this out and kept digging until I went completely under the house, so a whole full level under the house, and then came out the other side. So I just kept digging through until I did that. Also guys, be careful when you're digging. Make sure you have a strong foundation on all sides, or else it's gonna cave in on you and you're gonna die. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is you need to build the doors. So these doors that I'm using are the steel garage doors, 3x2 powered, okay? So I made 3 of these doors. Okay, so these doors open. You have to make sure you place them so they open to the inside of where you want to go. And then I have them connected here with a motion sensor. And here's the really interesting thing about the motion sensor is that if you look at where I have it pushed at, I have it looking up at the sky. Let me pull out my wire tool so you can see. So see that? This is a key thing right here, because this sensor doesn't see me until I am actually in the air. That is what makes the effect of the doors opening so last second look so freaking cool. Here's how you can see, sees me, open, boom. And then you'll see they close right behind me too. I have it set to only be on when it's triggered. Here, I built myself a hatch in the wall. I would have done this a little differently had I planned it better, so I wouldn't have to have these little like things right here. But when you're coming through the tunnel, you don't even see this. You don't even notice it, so I think it's fine. But I have this hatch in the wall, and inside this hatch, I have my generator. And my generator is always running for this, and I just have to come back and refuel it from time to time. From the generator, I am running to all my sensors. The first one I had to do, obviously, was the door, so I'm running to the door sensor. I have a way to walk in and out that's permanent because I had too many times where I just had to keep coming up the ramp and opening it. I couldn't open the doors from the inside because they're powered by the outside. So I had to like keep running out of the ramp and then running around. So I put a permanent door here. And then here's another one that I did too, was these lights. And the lights right here, as you see, as I go down, they're triggered by me as I go down. And all I did is I put camera sensors up on top and I pointed them so that they would only see me in a certain range. I'm gonna show you guys right now. So you can see where the camera sensors are pointed to. And that way when I'm coming down, it gives this cool effect like the tunnel is lighting up as I'm going through the tunnel. The rest of this, same thing. This is wedge tips, that same piece I used for the ramp. Same thing up there. Wedge tips, I think I have them flipped over on that one to make it more steep to come down because I didn't have enough room. And then this is all just boxes that I have upgraded and painted. And that's it. Put a red line to stop. And then on the way out, it's pretty much the same thing. I've got a camera just on the other side of this ridge. The camera triggers the light and the door. And then I just cruise on out. It's not very fast going out, which is fine. I didn't want to come exploding out of the base. So I basically have to kind of go up and trigger it, and then I can just cruise up and out. And now we'll go through it once the way it was truly meant to be seen. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and let me know if you have any more questions. Sorry for the delay. Life has been crazy. All right, guys, take it easy.